Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm SarahKey and I make videos about video games, some of my favorites being Kingdom Hearts and of course Final Fantasy. Yesterday, I posted a vlog of my experience at the recent Final Fantasy VII Rebirth preview event, so be sure to go check that out before you watch this video. I had so much fun. Thank you so much, Square Enix, for flying me out to LA for this experience. It was amazing and I had the best time ever. So in this video, I will be focusing on the gameplay aspect of the event, and I even was able to record my own footage. So I'm just going to be kind of sharing with you guys my favorite parts and some features that I think that would interest you. And yeah, I will not be talking about any major story spoilers, so no worries about that. However, if you don't want to know anything about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, then, you know, this is your warning. Quick little disclaimer, I did have to color correct my footage because I recorded in HDR. So it doesn't look exactly the same as the game, but I think I got it pretty close. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to be focusing a lot more on things that I didn't cover from the last preview event. So this is definitely going to be more focused on exploration and side content than it is combat. So essentially the demo was split into two parts. Well, because we got to play chapter 1 and chapter 2. Chapter 1 was the Nibelheim flashback, and we can't really talk about the story for that yet because of spoilers, obviously. And I want you guys to be able to experience that for yourself regardless. But I will say that it was crazy. I'm gonna insert some of my reactions right here that I included in my vlog. These are my reactions of chapter 1, and I seriously feel like I experienced every single emotion that I possibly could. It was so good, and I cannot wait for you guys to experience it for yourselves. So the second part of the demo was chapter 2, and when I tell you I did not get up from my seat the whole time I played this demo, I mean it. I was sitting at that chair for like over 3 hours. So chapter 2 starts you off in calm. And you actually start off by playing a minigame called Queen's Blood, which was really fun. I actually beat the first NPC that I challenged, and she was not happy about it.
Impossible. How could someone break through my perfect defense? Who are you? Deep down, I always knew. I knew I couldn't stay holed up in here forever. Walls can keep people safe, but even the sturdiest ones eventually crumble.
Calm was so incredibly lively. I spent so much time exploring it, and I just loved how all of the NPCs had their own personalities. Like there was this one NPC who was carrying a little bouquet of flowers, and he had like gotten stood up on a date and he was being so dramatic, and I just thought it was so funny.
She's late. Too late. Or am I here too early? Was getting here a day ahead of time overkill? Maybe I got a little carried away with this whole proposal business, but the weekly horoscope was crystal clear. Preparation is key. How else am I supposed to interpret that?
And then there was also like a bunch of people doing like Zumba or something, or like, I don't know if they were just dancing. I'm not really sure, but yeah. Basically, it just felt like a real town. Like every NPC was doing something meaningful, you know what I mean? One of the first things I decided to do in Calm was go shopping, of course. And I tried several times to run down this alleyway without bumping into somebody, and I failed. I literally could not.
Good. Grilled, baked, or fried?
Also, this Moogle plushie is so cute. There was this cute little bookstore that I went to that was like filled with crystals. And I think this is where our first introduction to folios is, so I want to show you what that looks like. It's kind of giving Sphere Grid in the best way. But yeah, the idea is that you spend skill cores to unlock new skills. It seemed rather simple, but I'm definitely excited to check it out more in depth in the full game. So one of my favorite parts of the demo was going on a little date with Aerith. It was so cute. She invited me to the clock tower. It was giving Kingdom Hearts 2. It was giving Twilight Town. It was adorable.
Let's get started then, shall we?
In my playthrough, Cloud is a soft boy. He's nice to everyone.
Say, this tank remind you of anything?
Yeah, the place I made that promise to you.
You remember the dress I wore? It was one of my favorites.
First one's on me, okay?
Now that's what I'm talking about.
I don't know how that is going to work out in the long run, but yeah. So after exploring Calm and interacting with everyone, I made my way to the grasslands, which is the part that you see in one of the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth trailers.
Just look at it all. It's so green. A living, breathing planet.
Let's go.
It is so gorgeous. I explored around here for so long and I found myself collecting every single item in sight, which is kind of silly because I couldn't save my progress. But you know, is what it is. I also messed around with photo mode. There were so many options to play around with, and I think I got a pretty cute picture. I really want to emphasize how fun it is also to have climbing in this game. It is such an improvement from Final Fantasy VII Remake. I love just like being able to hop over cliffs and objects and being able to climb up walls, mountains, things like that. Like, it is just so nice. It makes you feel a lot more free while you're exploring, which I think kind of fits the more open world vibe. So after getting lost a little bit, I finally reached the Chocobo stable, which was like the main objective. And I had to do it for my girls. They wanted to go.
Well, can we rent some birds? Can we?
I had to find this lost chocobo on a stealth mission, and I kept failing because I didn't realize that I needed to throw a rock to distract the chocobo. And I was so confused. I was like, why does this chocobo keep turning towards me? Like, how am I supposed to sneak up on it? And then I realized I could just throw the rock. Anyway, it was really fun, and the music was so good. Oh my god, it was amazing. I mean, the music is always good, obviously.
What does he want now?
Do you think maybe he's still hungry? Sorry, that's all the food we had.
Speaking of chocobos, later on I did some chocobo racing, and I was pretty bad at it. I kept running into the poles. I'm not very good at racing games, but I do hope to get better at this when I play through the actual game. Also, please enjoy this clip of Red 13 riding on a chocobo. This will never get old to me. I met up with Chadley again, which is always a pleasure.
What a pleasant surprise.
He wants us to activate the towers across the grasslands, which act as warp points. And they also give him information for us to create materia, which I thought was really, really cool. Makes it feel even more rewarding. So with Chadley, much like the Final Fantasy VII Remake, you still have the combat simulator. And I tried fighting Titan because that's who he wanted me to fight, and I failed. Like, it was so hard, and I just think I wasn't prepared for it yet.
That's it! There! So that's the way it's gonna be, huh? Bring it! You're hurt! Go on!
I got completely annihilated. You can also do training missions for each character so that you can really master them. I received a side quest in the Grasslands to unlock the community notice board in Calm, and I wanted to show you guys what this looks like because I think this is just even more content that I just didn't expect. But basically you do like mundane tasks for the people around Calm, such as playing Queen's Blood or fixing somebody's plumbing. And I just thought that that was a cute little thing for them to add to the game. So one of the last parts of the demo is you traverse a marsh, and honestly, I got lost. Very lost. But I think that helped me find things that I wouldn't have otherwise. So I found these things called guide stones, and Chadley was telling us that if you break them, then they can guide you to these like shrines of the divine. Unfortunately, I got sidetracked, of course, and I had to excavate something with my chocobo. I don't know. I did, however, come across an owl who led me to a life spring, and I just thought this was such a cute little thing. I just feel like there's so much to do in this game. There's like endless things, and I only played like the smallest fraction of it. Like I can't get over it. It makes me so hyped to play the full game and just like take my time exploring and finding these little details. At the end of the marsh, you fight Midgardsamar. I don't think I'm saying that right. I'm definitely not saying that right. The giant snake, okay? And I felt really underleveled for this, and I think it's because I wasn't really fighting very much along the way. You know, we had limited time, so I just really wanted to explore. But I was stubborn. I didn't turn the difficulty down. I probably should have. But at the same time, I think it makes it more fun for my actual first playthrough of the full game to be able to actually beat the boss for the first time. So it's fine. It actually ended up working out because I left to go explore more instead. And if I hadn't, I wouldn't have come across the Moogles. The Moogles. They are so cute. Honestly, this was the best part for me. The Moogle Emporium was just a joy to be at. It was so adorable. The Moogles are so freaking cute, even though they are mischievous. Like, how could I say no to this cute face? I couldn't.
Fine.
I rounded up the Moogles, even though they were throwing bananas at me and quite literally bombs.
Thanks so much. Just so you know, there are 6 more Mog stools out there, Kupo.
All right, so that is pretty much it. I want to say thank you again to Square Enix for this incredible opportunity. It was such an amazing event, like the decorations, everything. It was so immersive. There was so much work put into it, and I'm just so appreciative, and I had the best time. I genuinely think that this is shaping up to be one of the best games ever created. Like, I'm shocked at how much they improved on Final Fantasy VII Remake, because Final Fantasy VII Remake was already a near perfect game for me, and Rebirth is like a better version of that, if you could even imagine. Like, it is just a dream come true. The music, the story, the voice acting, the gameplay, of course, it's just all so perfect. I can't get over how well they still like keep the essence of the original Final Fantasy VII, but made it feel even more alive. Like, it's perfect. 10 out of 10. I can't wait for you guys to experience everything I did for yourselves, and I know I keep saying this, but I cannot wait to play the full game. I am so excited. Also, I want to point out that Zach was not in this demo, And as a massive Zack fan, I just cannot wait to see what happens with that. That's what I'm like looking most forward to. If you're new here and you're interested, I will be streaming my first playthrough to my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/SarahKey, and I would love to see you there. And I will also be posting edited versions of those streams to this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, thank you for being a key to my heart.